I'm Gail Guayardo. Welcome to Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging. Modern medicine is reaching new heights. So today we're talking about high-tech healing and showcasing technology available right here in Tampa Bay that is changing people's lives. In fact, our area is one of 7 in the nation where people can take their health into their own hands by scanning for hundreds of different forms of cancer and heart disease in their earliest stages. It's being reported 1 to 3 lives are being saved every day in Tampa Bay thanks to this preventative scan. Joining me now with more is the Director of Operations for Lifeguard Imaging, Frankie Maldonado. Frankie, it is so great to see you.
Always good to see you, Gail.
So Frankie, Father's Day is around the corner, and you and I have talked for years about how we wish this technology was around when our fathers were alive. It's painful. I mean, it's a bittersweet thing. You know, I'm a father, so I get to experience it with my children, but it's a painful thing. I miss him so much. I know you miss your dad every day as well, and it's a shame it wasn't around available the way it is now back then. Yeah, and both of our fathers, we're looking at pictures of yours right now, died from pancreatic cancer, something that the Lifeguard Imaging scans for, along with hundreds of other different forms of cancer and heart disease. That's correct, and it's an amazing thing to consider that when I was actually running a different facility before coming here to Lifeguard, that we actually saved a woman's life from pancreatic cancer. The fact that everybody doesn't know that that's a capability is tragic, because you consider it's happened and it can continue to happen because these things are not stopping. They're continuing, and at bigger, larger numbers in our bodies, these things are happening. Yeah, and you know, people do say, I hear it often even, and I don't understand why. I don't want to know, but I wanted to share some pictures of my father, and when you see the life that this guy had, and we would dance all the time, we would have the time of our lives together, and there we are. He was such a special man to me, and he was like that up until the moment he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He would live life to the fullest. And had Lifeguard Imaging been around, we would have been dancing for so many more years together. You know, if people can take anything from this particular show that we're doing, Gail, it's they don't have to suffer that type of pain. Listen, we're all going to go someday. Right. But I know you feel the way I do. If I could have had 1 more year with my dad, let alone 20, if he could have met my wife and my children, it would have been so special, and it'll never happen. But the people who are here now, if they're able to get these scans, and if there's something going on in their bodies, and we will find it, they can survive and have more experience, more memories, and more time together at precious holidays like Father's Day. Yeah, without a doubt. If I could have only gotten 1 more dance with my dad, it would have meant everything to me. And we're looking at how simple and easy the scan is, and we've talked to, you know, one person after the next here on Bloom who did decide to get the full legacy body scan and become part of the program, you know, get a scan every year to know what's going on in their bodies. And man, the life-saving stories are unbelievable. Well, we're going to have more of our patients come on and tell stories with you, Gail, because we're being approached by them. They're calling us and saying, listen, this is what just happened. Tell me how I can tell my story. So more and more people are going to hear about them. We're going to have the actual patients coming on, but you're right. It's an amazing thing, but we're blessed to be doing this. And the most important thing is it's here in Tampa. Take advantage of it. We'll help anybody who wants us to help them. Yeah, it's people that literally didn't have to go through chemotherapy. The cancer did not spread. They were able to get the treatment that they needed, you know, in a way where they didn't have to suffer and their family didn't have to suffer. People have come in and said, I was about to keel over from a heart attack and I had no idea. And a lot of these people look so healthy. So don't judge a book by its cover, because you can look like the epitome of health and still have something lurking. That's what's so intimidating. You're right. We have people that come in, we say all the time, they look like Olympic athletes. And then you find these massive scores of calcium in their arteries. You find tragically shadows on the organs of their bodies. And again, these are non-symptomatic conditions. That's why they call them the silent killers. They're not silent anymore. We're shining a light on them, bringing them to the forefront. And as you said, people are surviving with quality of life without the need for radiation or chemotherapy. And often that's the biggest thing right there. Well, I think it's really cool that you're growing this technology and making it available to more and more people in honor of your father. Thank you so much for coming on, Frankie. Appreciate it, Gail. Thank you. All right, call today right now, 813-582-5222, or visit lifeguardimaging.com. You'll receive a Bloom special offer, a free heart scan when you mention Gail or Bloom. That's a $599 value, so call today, 813 582-5222 for this special offer. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.